I have a little cup of coffee. I'll get you guys caught up where I am with my journey. My 1 month weigh-in, I kind of just like gave in on my WW plan. I struggled quite a bit emotionally at the end of the month, emotional eating, that terrible 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock window as a mom where you're like, oh, I have to feed my kids again. I have to make dinner again. What am I gonna make for dinner?
But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I would get up again. I would get up again.
Let's chat. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. It's Lauren. It is a kind of sleepy, rainy Saturday morning here in Georgia. I am back from my little hiatus. You guys know if you've been watching my videos, month of January. The beginning started out strong. We were doing really good on WW and our new refreshed weight loss journey. And then everything got super crazy and busy and stressful with my husband's work schedule being gone, me basically being home solo with the kids around the clock. I was trying to keep up with my new posting schedule, doing at least 2 videos a week for y'all as we all got started and refreshed our New Year journeys together. So everything got a little nuts. I ended up taking Lila and Nora, my almost 5-year-old, her birthday is on Monday, my almost 5-year-old and 9-month-old daughters out of town. We went to Chicago to visit my family. And I decided to take a little breather while I was there and not film. So I'm sorry you guys haven't gotten a video in the last week or so, but today I'm gonna be sharing with you guys my 1 month weigh-in. I did weigh myself before we left on our trip because we left on the 2nd. So February 1st, I weighed in. I just didn't get a chance to sit down and film it to share with y'all. So for today's video, I figured we'll just sit down and have a little cup of coffee. I'll get you guys caught up where I am with my journey, how last month went, what my goals for February are, and how things are going now that we're 1 week in, and just have a little chat. So this is so good. I have been drinking this ever since we got home the last few days. It is a vanilla custard Nespresso coffee pod. It is unsweetened. The coffee pods from Nespresso don't typically have anything in them. It's just flavored coffee. So it's a vanilla flavored coffee. It's super subtle. And then I mixed in a reduced calorie Swiss Miss hot chocolate packet. And then just because I like mine a little creamier, just like a tablespoon of the Chobani Sweet Cream coffee creamer. Super low point, tasty little wintry coffee beverage. So good. But like I was saying, last month, the end of it just got really crazy. Josh was gone. I was home alone with the girls 24/7. And even though we have our routines, which help us, my older daughter's in preschool 4 days a week, my little one still naps. I know that I've been in the position for, and like physically and organizationally, I can handle it, I can do it. But I feel like more than anything this last time around, it was just like mentally and emotionally draining for me to be alone with the kids. Since having Nora, I have struggled a bit with my emotions. I've been checked by my OB and our kids pediatrician numerous times over for any signs of postpartum depression or anxiety. And it's never really come to that. It's more just getting super emotional, like at the drop of a hat and over some really small things. So this was definitely true, kind of like the baby blues right when I had her for like the first month to 6 weeks. And then as I was breastfeeding, things seemed to even out a bit. And then ever since I stopped breastfeeding around 6 months postpartum, I feel like I've been on that hormonal, emotional roller coaster again, and it just hasn't evened out. Even though I was putting on my happy mama face for my kids while my husband was gone, it just felt so draining. And not only doing the kids stuff by myself, but not having my spouse, my partner, home to talk to every night. And it just got really lonely. We don't live anywhere near family. None of our friends in the area have kids, and it's been like kind of hard to relate. I did get together with one of my mom friends who's a parent of one of the kids in Lila's preschool class, and just having that hour to sit and have coffee and talk while my other daughter was napping one morning. She came over to the house. She knew I was kind of stressed out and struggling, was such a relief. And I just realized like I need to be around other people, not just for help with the kids. Like, yes, that's always great, but just to help with my feelings of being lonely and emotional while my husband was out of town for like 2.5 weeks. That being said, I struggled quite a bit emotionally at the end of the month last month. I shared with you guys here how I kind of just like gave in on my WW plan a few of the days. I did try really hard to get myself back on track because it was something I could organize and control to keep myself on a regular schedule, which helps when I feel like that. And I will say, you know, after a couple bad days, I did turn it around. And even though I may not have met my overall month goal of losing 4 to 5 pounds last month, I did lose 2 pounds. On February 1st, I weighed in at 318 pounds. So that's 2 pounds down from my starting weight of 320. So I had started off the month pretty strong, losing like 1 to 2 pounds a week like I wanted to. And then I had a really rough week and I gained a lot of that back. And then I kind of recuperated and re-lost it, but it was back and forth, back and forth. So even though I think I lost probably around 4 or 5 pounds over the course of the month, I also regained some in between. So net, I lost 2 pounds last month. I'm proud that it's a loss and not a gain. I didn't just stay stagnant. It was a really, really tough month for me. Being alone with the kids and struggling emotionally. I'm glad I didn't give in to emotional eating the whole rest of the month, which definitely in my past would have been my pattern to do, is just to throw my hands in the air, say I can't focus on one more thing, or ordering takeout, or I'm just eating whatever with the kids. And I did try really hard my best to keep myself on track. So I'm really proud of that 2 pounds. It's small compared to my overall goal of wanting to lose 60 pounds this year. Definitely shy of my monthly goal, but it was progress towards that goal. So Team Tortoise, slow and steady, winning that race. We are still trucking along. So anyway, that's kind of where January wrapped up. And now that we're about a week into February and I'm home and we have gotten back into our regular routines, I'm happy to say I've been back on plan and I've already started seeing more progress. I don't know if this month I'm gonna share weekly weigh-ins on my channel. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you guys like when I share weekly updates, or do you prefer just to come back for the monthly update to see how I did in a recap of me talking through the month? Let me know. I will say though, for this first week in February, I did weigh in yesterday on Friday and I'm down 1.5 pounds since the first. We are just hitting our stride, getting back into it. I did a huge, healthy, budget-friendly grocery haul when we got back into town earlier this week. I filmed it all. That's gonna be the next video out for you guys, so make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss it when it comes out, hopefully on Monday. I'm getting back into posting twice a week. That's my goal right now. Maybe you guys will get a bonus third video every now and then. We'll just have to see how it goes with being home with my kiddos. So looking towards the month of February, I'm glad I'm back on track. I want to continue that goal of losing 1 to 2 pounds a week with a total loss of 4 to 5 pounds for February. It's a short month. We have to make every day count. So sticking to my daily points, which is still set at 46 points a day. And I've talked about this before, and I know it constantly comes up in my comment section of 46 points, that's a ton of points. I only get 23 points, but it's all based on the WW algorithm. I don't get to pick how many points I get, neither do you. It's all based on how they calculate out the factors of your age, your gender, your height, your weight, your goal you have yet to lose, and your starting weight. And I started at 320 pounds with a goal of losing at least 100 pounds. This year, my goal is to lose at least 60. So I have a lot of weight left to lose. So the number I got starting out is 46. And I know that's a lot, but when I did the WW Blue plan and I successfully lost 80 pounds on that, I started with a similar number. I think I was like 44 or 46 points. And then as I continued to slowly lose weight, my points per day allotment slowly dropped. So when I first started, I had like 46 points. By the time I was 80 pounds down, I had like 36 points a day. So my points will start to drop, but it's nice and slow, so you kind of can adjust your eating habits as you lose weight. And I think that's what has made this program so successful for me in the past, because it's small changes and it gives you time to get used to those small changes over time, which allows you to make full-on lifestyle changes that can be long-term and benefit your health. So in addition to staying on track with my daily points, I'm gonna try and avoid my weekly points this month just to really push myself to keep going on my goals and kind of make up a bit for last month. In addition to that, the next big annual goal I had that I shared with my yearly goals is getting back into meal planning, and I have kicked into that. So for this month, I've started planning like 2 weeks at a time and just doing like one grocery shop. And then I am not gonna go to the grocery store for the next 2 weeks. Obviously, with the exception of baby needs like formula, diapers, that kind of stuff. We are truly going to use what we have in our fridge, our freezer, our pantry, mixed in with the groceries I got at the store for that 2-week plan. I have my meals all planned out and scheduled. It's gonna help me save money. It's gonna help keep me eating healthy and also help me alleviate that terrible 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock window as a mom where you're like, ugh, I have to feed my kids again. I have to make dinner again. What am I gonna make for dinner? So I am on track with that. Again, I'll talk more about that in my next video where I share my 2-week meal plan and grocery haul that I did at Aldi. So I've kicked back into really getting serious about meal planning this month. And in addition to that, I just want to keep my body moving. January, we did do a challenge where we walked our dog 40 miles over the course of the month. It was a fundraiser we did in partnership with St. Jude, my family and I. And it was really fun. It was good to get our family outside and to get back to walking outside. The weather is still a little crummy, but here in Georgia, it is warming up. It's getting better. I'm just gonna keep pushing myself to try and get active every day and try and go at least walking every day. And then also, I have noticed with the stress and anxiety at the end of last month, my body needs some yoga. I need that stretching and relaxation. And when I was really on top of my game, I was doing yoga like 3 to 5 times a week, and my body just felt good. So when you're first getting back at your fitness goals and weight loss, sometimes it's not about running to the gym and lifting heavy weights and running on the treadmill. Like, you gotta walk before you learn to run, and sometimes you just need that mental zone of actively saying, I'm going to be physical and get my body moving every day. I'm going to do things that feels good for my body, whether that's yoga or stretching or slow walking. And then as that works for you, you can increase it. So that's kind of where I'm at with my fitness goals for this month. I want to stay getting active every day. I want to try and get outside to go walking more. So that way by March, I think, we finally have an entire month where we are home as a family. No one's going out of town. We're gonna be in one place and able to be in a routine for an entire month. So I think I'm going to, in March, start a March It Out challenge, and we're gonna get back to doing 10,000 steps a day in March. That's my goal. So I have February, the rest of this month, to kind of get myself back in the swing of things so I don't hurt myself, and get stretching and start walking so that way I can hit the ground running with that big challenge come March. Hope you guys will join me for March It Out 2023, where we're gonna walk 10,000 steps a day every day for 30 days in March. So follow along on Instagram. Usually that's where I share any trackers or things you can download and then print off for yourself so you can mark off like the calendar days with me. I'm gonna be posting more updates over there when we get to that challenge. This way you guys have plenty of awareness. Get yourself some comfy shoes, get yourself some good walking clothes by March. I know the weather is iffy around the country and around the world. I know you guys are not just in the US who are watching and following along with my journey and on this journey with me. 10,000 steps a day is not just like what you're actively doing, it's all inclusive. It's going down the stairs in the morning to get your cup of coffee. It's walking around the house, getting chores done, cleaning the bathrooms. It's walking through the grocery store. I remember last year when I did one of my walking challenges. Oh my gosh, well last year I was pregnant, so it was the year before that. Time flies. Before that though, I had a walking challenge going on. I think it was for my Mile a Day May challenge, and the weather was terrible. I didn't have a treadmill. Our house was pretty small and it was hard to like just walk in circles around the same small rooms all the time. So I went to Costco and I walked up and down every aisle at Costco about twice. And I think I got my 1 mile in just walking around Costco. So I don't have it on right now, but my Fitbit is on my dresser. It's charging. I dug that out this morning because I'm like, girl, we gotta get back to it. I wanna see where I'm at right now for how many steps a day I'm getting so I can kind of have a gauge on what I'm gonna be growing to starting off with March. But anyway, that's some of my goals coming up both for this month and obviously for next month too. We're getting back on track with meal planning, both for our healthy eating and our financial budget, because I way overspent in January on food. Ugh, inflation's killing me, guys. And we're working back towards our fitness goals and just being active every day. And we're gonna try and lose 4 to 5 pounds this month, following my WW plan and hitting my points every day. So those are my upcoming goals. It's where I settled out with January, heading into February. I hope you guys did well with your first month back on WW. Hopefully I was able to share some inspiration or some recipes to help get you guys going. Let me know in the comments what other kinds of videos you want to see from me. I'm already starting to work on a sourdough starter video because a lot of you have requested that. Making my own bread at home has been really relaxing and kind of a form of self-care for me because it's important not just to take care of your physical body, but your mental and emotional health too. That's something I'll share with you guys because I've gotten requests. I have more recipes coming up to share with you guys and some more just looks into my regular day of how I'm trying to be in this healthy journey along with being a busy mom of 2. Anyway, let me know what else you guys want to see on the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in for my little coffee chat and update. Hope you guys are all doing well, kicking off February. Have a happy Valentine's, sending all my love to you. So make sure you hit that red subscribe button and your notification bell so you know the next time I post. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed today's video. It really helps share my channel with others. And until next time, bye.